Hello, viewer. It's great having you on the show today, and welcome to another interesting edition of Viewpoint. It is an exciting and interactive talk show where they talk as EB. On the show, we talk about everything and anything trending, ranging from entertainment to politics, health, education, lifestyle, power of community. All you need to do is sit back, enjoy, and engage in our conversations. My name is Hadiza Galadima, and right here with me in the studio are my amazing and gorgeous ladies, Confidence.
Hi, Hadiza. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Confidence.
And Rachel.
Hi, Hadiza.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
All we do on the show is spark meaningful conversations, inspire change within our community as we engage in honest dialogue. And now, straight to the business of the day. Let's get started. In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, the earth has enough for every man's need, but not for every man's greed. As usual, we will be discussing hot topics in Nigeria. So firstly, we will be speaking in reaction to the recovery of over 30 exotic vehicles allegedly looted by the past governor of Benue State. We will also be talking about the importance of branding and packaging in business. And our last topic, we will be discussing religion and how we see the belief as a tool being used against human rights. Okay, let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. This is Viewpoint, talk show where they talk B. The Asset Recovery Committee set by the governor of Makurdi, Hyacinth Aliyah, to trace all movable and immovable assets from officials of the Samuel Otom-led administration has confiscated 30 exotic vehicles. Recall that when Governor Hyacinth Aliyah assumed office as governor, he complained of how the past administration emptied the government house of its properties. The committee executed its mission on Tuesday by descending upon an automobile workshop owned by the past governor, where they proceeded to seize the vehicles. So now, most Nigerians are saying this present administration is just after anybody who did not support APC during the last administration or did not support did not support this present administration. And why are they just going after some governors? Why are they not going after other past governors who have exited office? Why are they not going to confiscate or seize a whole lot of things? Because Nigerians are saying they know since this person is capable of doing this thing, other people will also have things they've stolen or they've looted from the past administration. So what's your take as regards the recovery of 30 exotic cars from the past governor? Because the present governor now is saying this belongs to the states. And while you were leaving the office, you looted all this, so it is rightfully ours. And other people are saying, okay, this is Otom's workshop. It might probably be because he has other customers and he needs people to, people bring their cars to his workshop to work on an order. So what's your take on this?
Okay, so first of all, it's a known fact that when these people come into power, when they're presidents, they're governors, one of the things they're after is looting money. They just want to pack money, and then when they leave government, they go and establish or whatever. We know it's a known fact. Again, it's not like it's every government official that does that. That is if we really have the genuine ones. But for the present governor of Benue State to go after Otom, this is just what my take on this. If truly, because the news we heard was that when Hyacinth Aliyah, came into power, that he didn't meet any cars, no official vehicles in the compound and all of that. So if truly the past governor, had, taken official properties away, if he had looted funds, looted whatever he looted, as far as it's official and it's for government, it's just normal that you go after them. I don't want to believe that it is because, okay, he's this other party and this one is this other party, that's why he's going after them. It could be, but again, if truly he looted government property, he took away government property, it's just normal to go after him and take them back. If you don't want to even charge him to court, right? So I don't want to see it from the perspective that APC members are going, they're going after those who are not supporters of. Anyways, it could be true because look at Buhari, for instance, coming up with the issue of don't probe me, I don't want anyone to probe me and all of that, and we've not even heard anything since then. So, the reason why I think Nigerians are saying this is because this is like the normal thing they do. Once they come into power, they want to show their opponents Pepe, they want to teach them lesson. You didn't support us, so we'll go after you, we'll do this. But again, like I said earlier, if truly he looted these things, if truly these are government properties, then they should go after him and take them back. But if they are not, then I think they're overstepping their boundaries.
Confidence.
Well, in a way, I actually agree with Rachel. But then the thing about APC going after people that did not support them, in a way, I actually agree. I actually agree because when you listen to some of these celebrities, they come out, they say certain things. For example, the case of Iyabo Ojo. I don't know if you remember how she came out saying that they told her to pay this, pay that, and then people were coming out, a lot of things were being said that it's probably because she didn't support Tinubu, like other celebrities who, in one way or the other, tilted, you understand, because they needed favors from him. Now, in a way, I would actually agree that I feel to some extent that APC might be doing that. You get bringing out these people, pinpointing them, sanctioning some people just because they did not, in quote, support them. Because we are still talking about this thing now. They've not probed Mahmood. Up till this moment, they've not sanctioned him. They've not sat him down to ask him what exactly went wrong. And that's, by the way, Autumn. If you notice, you said something. You said he has an automobile workshop. Now, it could be, I'm not defending, but you have to approach things from a lot of angles. You have to be, what's the word now? You have to be balanced in whatever you're saying. Autumn has an automobile workshop. You get where there are cars. Now, it could be that these cars belong to him, probably for sale or for repairs or for something. Because definitely he has an automobile workshop, and we already know what goes on in an automobile workshop. You get, but like Rachel rightly said, if truly, because I remember when this whole thing started, they accused Autumn of living with state official vehicles, and the spokesperson came out and said he did not even carry one pin out of, you understand, the state house. And then this news comes up again. Hyacinth Alia comes up and says, "Oh, they recover 30 vehicles from where, please?"
From his workshop.
How did it? From where?
Vehicles.
Do you understand? Exotic vehicles. Have they made their findings that okay, it belongs to the state? Because previously they came out and said they accused him, and people went and investigated and said he did not carry anything that belongs to the state. So where are they coming from now, saying that okay, they recovered 30 exotic vehicles?
He actually
Do you understand?
He had a committee. So I feel from investigations and all that, then they will definitely have a lead to that place. But we are not certain. Definitely, maybe they had a lead that he has an automobile workshop. So it is not certain if it is the government's, if it's government properties or his. All right. So our viewers would love to hear your take as regards the recovery of 30 exotic vehicles from the past governor of Benue State. To get involved in our social media handles, we'll be going on a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. Now moving to our next topic, we will be talking about the importance of branding and packaging in business. Two crucial marketing components that play a role in giving your product distinctiveness are branding and packaging. How your product is packaged matters greatly regardless of whether you run a small business or a large business. But you probably already know that many small businesses do not give packaging much thought because they believe their small size excuse them from doing so. So, since they believe their small size excuse them from doing so, I just believe when you package well, you sell better. So, what's your take as regard branding and packaging of businesses?
Well, I really agree, with the fact that the way you present your business, the way you present, especially for people that do products, because and service too, business as a whole, the way you package your business, the way you keep it presentable will make people come back for patronage. Do you understand? I've stayed in this Abuja and I've seen places where, like for example, food. places where people go to buy this food, and this food is not like it's sweet. Do you understand? It's because I've gone there. So like, you're wondering, what's the craze? What is driving people to this place? What are they seeing? It's the packaging. By the time they package it well for you, you're like, wow. By the time you eat it, you're like, it's not really, it's not that fantastic. But because of the package, you see people going back there. It has happened to me several times. Yesterday, something happened. I went to get something to eat, and I was passing at first, and I was looking at the content, and I said, oh, I like this, let me go and then come back. I came back, I said, madam, please, I need so and so. She opened it, she was like, no, this is not it though. I said, then what am I looking at? She said, no, see it here. It was buns I went to buy. And then I saw the buns, I was like, madam, what is this? She said, no, that you should not do it jaga like that people will not buy. For God's sake, buns is rounded. It's meant to be rounded. I'm using food for an example. It's meant to be rounded. But these buns, it looked like, I don't know, it had accidents in different. I was asking, I said, madam, why is the buns looking this way? She said, if she does not do it like that, people will not like it. And I began to imagine what kind of a sane person would like something that looks like this. And because I'd already given her the money, I just collected it, and I think it was me and Rachel that were working. I was like, what out is this? Rachel was upset. She said, why would you package your goods like this? You understand? And expect people to refer. Because if I'm not comfortable, if I don't like it, if somebody tells me tomorrow I want to get buns, you understand, I will not take that person to that place because I feel like I was not satisfied. You get seeing the way the thing looked, and then I'll tell somebody, okay, let's go and get it there. And the person gets there and says, why did you tell me that this is like this? So I believe it's a very important part of business, where if you package your things well, it does not even stop with food. It cuts across a lot of things. There's a way you present something to me, and it might be good. It might be very, very good, but because the eyes, you feed your eyes first. You understand? When you feed your eyes first, then okay, if I should go for this thing. But when what I'm seeing, the physical outlook is already bad, I'm going to have a biased opinion about whatever is inside. So yes, it's very important.
Okay, so personally, I think some of these small business owners, maybe they think that packaging may make them want to spend more money. Some of them think, if I want to do like this, you hear people saying, I get taste, though. I want maybe like this, but I don't get money. Sometimes it doesn't have to do with money. Just like Confidence talked about the buns. I saw the buns and I was like, what?
Why?
We're shocked.
Look,
why?
Do you know the funny thing is when you go to these big places to want to get something, that same buns you prepared is the same thing they prepared, just in a different package.
Yours might taste better.
That the one in the big place might not be better.
I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying.
See, funny enough, you see all this mama puts, all this one that you go to Buka. If you test their food, it tastes better than when you go to some of these big places
restaurants
to want to get food. But because of the way their environment, the way they will clean the place, the way you see them as you're stepping there, if you
class.
Do you understand? I think small business owners can apply that same thing in their own level.
Yeah.
Imagine someone. Have you ever gone to a tush place you want to buy food and you see them do like putting saliva to open nylon for you? No. But you come to these places, you want to buy something you will eat, and the woman is now putting her finger in this thing to open. And if you tell them, they'll be like, how else do you want me to open it? Do you understand? But these other places, they open it, they don't use saliva to open it. Some of these little things that we don't put into consideration, there are things that are actually, those are the packaging. Your place, you come in the morning, you clean it up, there's a way you arrange. You have a standard. I don't want water to pour. I don't want this place to be dirty like this. But you be like, see the environment where we're in, na normal thing. It's just that mentality, na normal thing. And I think that's what's killing. Packaging matters a lot. The way you package your product, your service is how people will accept it. And funny thing is, even that environment you think is a local environment or whatever, when you package that, you'll be surprised that those people you're looking at, those people you're looking at that they are local, they will want it. They want to, this thing will find like this, make our own test stamp. They'll start living fake life because of you. Even if you add money to it, they just want to feel among. They'll come and buy it because of you. But our own Nigerian mentality and our own mentality will feel like because we're in this locality, we have to conform and we have to behave like these people. So that's
basically what we're just trying to say is just learn to stand out in your businesses. Okay, well, we'll be going on a short break right now. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back. And now over to our last topic for today, which is religion. And religion is a belief or faith system that involves a set of beliefs, practices, and rituals usually centered around a supernatural being or force. It often provides a follower or its follower a sense of purpose and meaning as well as guidance on how to live their lives. So our nation is being torn apart by a cankerworm called religion that has been eating deep into our society. Many religious people have killed their fellow humans in the name of faith, and many other unfortunate events have occurred solely on the result of religion. We will be looking into a situation of an 11-year-old boy who was featured on Oweleketv family. He was maltreated or mistreated by his parents, who constantly told him to fast and pray. Even when the young boy claimed to have exams, he was made to fast. Mind you, this boy have other siblings. But before we continue, please watch this video.
On Monday, I go to school. So as I come back from school in the evening, I did not eat. And the next day, we have tests. Throughout that week, we have tests. So I didn't go to school and I didn't eat. So they have to keep me in the house and lock me. So my body was shaking me. It was on Friday. Then I went to evangelize. So as an announcer said they were going, and I left them. Then I go. So my body was shaking me. I cannot have to carry it anymore. I have to break the door and I run away. So I now have to see this uncle. He now come. So he now asked me, now come say, boy, how are you? And I said, I'm fine. And I said, uncle, please, can you help me? 15 now. I want to buy granite. I will use and drink. So he now gave me the money after eating finished. So he now called me. Now asked me, what is my name? And I said, my name is Elijah. And I said, that what happened? And I said that it is because my parents is maltreating. They didn't give me food. That's why I went away. And I didn't go to school.
They locked you inside the room since Tuesday?
Yes.
They didn't give you food since Tuesday?
Yes.
Till Friday you were inside the room?
Yes.
Did you do anything to them?
I didn't do anything to them.
Are you the only child they have?
No, we have 4 children.
What are the names of your siblings?
One is Favor, the one that follow me. The next is Miracle. Why the last born is Success.
Okay, how old is Favor?
She is 9 years old.
Miracle is how old?
She's 5 years old.
The last born is how old? Success?
2 years old.
2 years.
Yes.
So you said you didn't offend mommy?
Yes.
You didn't take anything that mommy asked you not to take?
Yes.
They just lock you up?
Yes.
Did you ask mommy and daddy why they were locking you up in the room?
Yes, I asked them. They say we have program, but they no say we have test, and my body cannot carry that fasting, and I was not feeling fine. So that what make me and I run away.
Ma, Elijah is my son. I don't wicked Elijah, and I'll never be a bad father. I train my son the way of God. Bible says, train your child the way he will give you rest of mind.
Talk to the microphone.
He said, train your child the way you give you rest of mind. Elijah is misbehaving in different way. I'll give Elijah food to school. He will eat the food on the way. When you're going to school, keep in lunch box inside the bag. The time of school premises, in break time, she will go out and go and be begging. This thing is continuing. I don't know. So one person come and tell me that, see what your son is doing. I say, my son? How? I call Elijah. Maybe you are eating. I give you food.
I know they hear this man.
I say, why are you doing this?
Okay.
I come to say, Elijah.
So Sabi talk well.
I say, Elijah, why are you doing this to yourself? Is son of God, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you behaving this way? Why are you not to give your life to God? Why are you begging? I give you what I have to school. Give you school to school. You take it to school. You eat your food. You go and misbehave again, Elijah. So I go to those people. You go and say, please, I'm not sending Elijah to beg you. Okay, this thing I tell Elijah, come and call and say, Elijah, come. When something is happening this way, I take him, come to the home. I take him to home. I say, okay, please don't do this again. Stop it. It's not good for you to be begging. You are eating. Why are you behaving in this way? So I don't like Elijah say continue in that attitude. Continue this same thing. Continue. So I can't say, okay, what can I do? I say, Elijah, okay. I talk to all of them, both the small ones. Okay, let us pray for Elijah, for God
to change him.
To change him. For God to change him. Because if he spoil tomorrow, it's my name. You're going to spoil.
So this is a clear indication of people using religious beliefs as a tool against human rights or as a tool for human rights abuses. What is your take? Because Nigerians, we are fanatics when it comes to religion.
Yes.
So what's your take as regards this video you're seeing and religion as a whole? Who wants to go first? Because it's like you guys have a lot to say.
You see this religion of a thing, right? Some people, I'm going to be, I don't want to say this religion, I'll mention it.
All right.
Some Christians, some Muslims, Christians, some of them are not really worshiping God. They're not really worshiping Jesus. They don't even know who Jesus is. But when you look at their appearance, when you look at them, the way they will do things and the way they will talk and the way they will come and preach to you, you think that then they see Jesus. But funny enough, deep down inside of them, they don't even know God so well. This thing, spirituality is a thing of the mind. Now, you force an 11-year-old child to always fast and pray. Did you see that video? Did you see how that boy was looking?
Honestly.
Did you see, like, all in the name of fasting and praying? Do you understand? This religion of a thing has, eaten so deep into us that, just like you said, many people have killed their fellow human beings because this person, he blasphemed against my God. These people, you see people's wives, they don't respect their husbands in the house. But when they go to church, they are kneeling down for their pastors. Their husband cannot talk to them, but their pastors, once their pastor comes, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. They don't know that God they are worshiping. They don't know who they are even serving. They're just carrying. Well, I think some of us were carrying church on the head. We're carrying mocks on the head. Every Sunday we go to church. From Monday to Sunday we're in church. Every Friday we go to mosque to pray. We're always doing. But inside of us, we don't even know this Jesus we're serving. The case of this young boy. I don't know what to call the issue of this. You heard what he was saying. When the boy was misbehaving, we now told him that let's pray for him. When we're watching the video off camera, I said something. He said the child, when he was going to school, he would stop by the road and eat his food. When I was in primary school, let me tell you, when I'm going to school in the morning, I'll stop somewhere, I'll open my food flags, and I will eat food. I will eat my food. The remaining one, I'll cover it and take it to school. In fact, if the thing do me again, as teacher is teaching, I will still be opening and be pinching. I think this just has to, he's a child. It's just this children thing. Children will always do things that, these are like normal things for children to do. Now, for you to say, because when he goes to school, he will not stop and he will eat his food and he will go to beg. For Christ's sake, because a child is going to beg, you can correct that child, though. Yes. And for a child to even go and beg, that should tell you that something is wrong. Maybe you didn't feed him well from the house. It's very rare for you to see a child that is well fed. Look, a child that has a longer, when you feed that child very well from the house, you chop your belly full. The child has a longer when you go out. Because he's full, even he will be tempted to eat it, but he's full. These are just like normal children things. Now, for a child to now go out, you said he will eat his food, then he will not go and start begging around. And then it's questionable. He's tarnishing their image. Then you will now lock these children inside the house. Imagine if something happens inside the house. Imagine if fire starts or something. Imagine anything. You lock children inside the house. You say you go to pray. Say you go to do your father's work. What exactly is your father's work? From Tuesday to every day.
That's why you had to break the door. If there was any sincerity in what the parents were saying, then the boy does not have any reason to break the door
and run away. An 11-year-old boy,
and he's a child.
And if you look at that video, I was so heartbroken because that child, for God's sake, I've been 11. And we all have been 11. And that child did not look like an 11-year-old to me. That child is severely malnourished. The growth is badly stunted for an 11. Yeah, I understand that some children come in small size, they're petite, but for God's sake, if you look, if have you as if you really watch that video, if you look at that child well, you see that something is really wrong. And I'm going to come at this from the angle where people use religion as a disguise, as a cover-up, as a facade to not carry out their responsibilities.
Yes.
For God's sake, yes, we know that there are men of God that work full-time. But honestly, if you ask them certain questions, there are other things that they are doing. Because sometimes we really make God look like God is stupid. Do you understand? We make God look like this God, he does not know anything. Because how do you explain that from morning till night?
You're not working.
Doing God's work is... See, he pays to serve Jesus. Yes, I agree. But there are just some things that we have to just be truthful about. You're not working. Your wife is not doing anything. Nothing. No means
and you
of
have
income.
4
and
children.
You think that the child will not be hungry. For God's sake, you look for... Okay, while on that... on this video, you see that they were asking her at some point, where are the other 3 children? And you said they said we should lock them in the house. How would you lock
the last one is 2 years,
11 years, 9 years, 5 years, and 2 years old?
They told you to lock them.
And this case would not have come to light if that young boy did not go and meet that uncle. For that uncle to bring him to Oweleketv family, you understand? For that uncle to bring him to Oweleketv family and start narrating what happened. And for you to see that probably they were going ahead with what the man was saying. When the head lady said something about the neighbor saying there is a lie, which means that the people around them know what is going on. For crying out loud, religion is not an excuse not to be responsible. Even the Bible will tell you that faith without work is dead. You have to show work. That's why sometimes when we pray and it does not work, it will look like God is not answering your prayer. You're asking God for something, but you have a part.
You're waiting for unexpected miracle. You're not doing anything. No handwork.
The manna that fell from heaven.
You're not working.
Did God? He made the manna fall, right? He did not go and pack it for them. They had to go out and pack it. Religion is dealing with us in this country, and the worst part of it is that we are not ready to have this conversation. We're not ready.
What I actually even just want to say is that the parents should be thankful that the children never even resorted to stealing. Because
he said it. He mentioned it that the boy stole his money at some point. That he said, "Let them come together and fast and pray that God will deliver."
Yes, I didn't even hear that.
Everything is not about prayer.
He's thankful. He's thankful that he even started with him. He didn't go outside because, like, this case of saying, yes, sir. Because
he started locking the siblings because he did not want them to do the same. When I look at those 2 people, the fact that they were not ready to take correction,
accept responsibility.
I think they should be mentally checked, and they also need help as a family because it's obvious that it's poverty that...
Imagine those children.
But the 2 of them as individuals have an issue. I mean, the boy left the house and
they didn't even look for him. Imagine that boy grows up with that mentality, with that everything. He grows up with it. Imagine what he becomes.
I tell my parents that I have an exam, I have tests. My parents are telling me that I should go and fast. Hey,
without eating, it's not like you've eaten before.
I feel most people who don't know what a religion is are people who don't seek knowledge. There are those people whereby they just sit and hear from other spiritual leaders.
My father and mother is a Christian.
Is a Christian, and I'm hearing from so spiritual leader. I'm getting my knowledge from this person. You need more education. You need more knowledge on what you are practicing so that you will know what it really is. So our viewers would love to hear your take as regards using religion as a form of human rights abuse. Okay, we'll really love to hear from you. All right. So now we have come to the end of today's edition of Viewpoint. You already know. Talk show with the talker as EV. We really do appreciate you and your time greatly. Let's do this again. Same place, same time. We would love to hear from you as usual. So be a part of our conversation by dropping your opinions on our comment section. And don't forget to follow all our social media handles displayed on your screen for more exciting and captivating episodes of Viewpoint. Do subscribe and turn on your little notification bell on our YouTube channel at Oweleketv. Our website is Oweleketv. Till we'll come your way again. See you next time.